What if I told you that cutting sugar for just 30 days could make your brain sharper than it has been in years, but might also make you feel worse before you feel better? So, what really happens inside an aging body when all the sweetness suddenly stops? We have all heard the warnings that sugar is bad for you. It causes diabetes. It ruins your teeth. But rarely do we ask what would actually happen if someone stopped completely for an entire month. Would it turn back the clock or reveal something deeper about how our bodies age? Day 1. The shock. After cutting down sugar from your diet. The first morning is the hardest. For many seniors, sugar is not just a treat, it is a routine. It is in the tea, the bread, the sauces, even the healthy yogurt. When they skip it, the body protests. Inside the brain, something dramatic happens. Dopamine, the feel-good chemical, drops. The brain, conditioned for decades to expect a reward after every sweet taste, goes silent. This is what scientists call sugar withdrawal. It is not as extreme as giving up alcohol or nicotine, but the neural activity looks surprisingly similar, especially in older adults whose habits have been built over a lifetime. Cravings hit, mood dips, focus fades. The body is confused not because it needs energy, but because it misses the reward. Week 1. Detox Mode. Around day 5, the body begins its quiet rebellion and transformation. The gut starts recalibrating. Sugar feeds certain bacteria that thrive on quick energy. Without it, those colonies weaken, and the gut ecosystem begins to reset. For seniors, this change is powerful. A balanced gut means better nutrient absorption, less bloating, and even improved mood, because nearly 90% of serotonin, the happiness chemical, is produced in the gut. But the process is messy. Time lapse of a senior walking slower in the morning, then sleeping more soundly at night. As the gut heals, sleep starts improving. Energy crashes fade, and inside the bloodstream, insulin levels long used to spiking finally start to calm down. It is the first sign that the body is learning to live without constant sugar highs. Week 2. The energy stabilizes. By the second week, something remarkable happens. The body stops depending on sugar for quick energy bursts. Instead, it begins burning stored fat more efficiently. For seniors, this is monumental. Metabolism usually slows with age, but when sugar intake drops, insulin sensitivity improves, giving the metabolism a small, steady boost. One study from the University of California found that after just 2 weeks without added sugar, older participants reported sharper focus, fewer afternoon slumps, and better joint comfort. The reason? Inflammation begins to subside, and inflammation, doctors say, is the silent engine behind aging from joint stiffness to brain fog. Without sugar to fuel it, the body starts to breathe again. Week 3. The emotional crash. The physical battle turns emotional, the time where resisting sugar becomes hard. Sugar is not just food, it is a memory. It is the slice of cake on your 10th birthday, the sweet tea your mother made every morning, the dessert you shared after Sunday lunch. By week 3, many seniors realized sugar was tied to comfort, to moments of joy, celebration, belonging, and suddenly it's gone. This is when many give up, not because of hunger, but because of nostalgia. Yet, quietly, the body continues to heal. Taste buds begin to reset. After years of being dulled by artificial sweetness, the tongue starts detecting natural sugars again in fruit, milk, even vegetables. That small rediscovery of the sweetness of something real becomes a turning point. Week 4. The rewiring. By the 4th week, the change runs deep into the very wiring of the brain. The dopamine system, once hooked on sugar, begins to reattach to other joys: laughter, conversation, movement. In a 2023 study, older adults who reduced sugar for 30 days showed measurable improvements in memory and focus. Why? Because less sugar means less brain inflammation and more room for clarity. Inside the body, the liver finally gets a break from processing excess fructose. Fat accumulation drops. Blood sugar stabilizes. And skin, yes, even skin begins to glow again. That is because sugar damages collagen through a process called glycation. When it stops, the body's repair systems finally catch up. It is not about looking younger, it is about feeling awake again. Day 30. The reward. 30 days later, the transformation is unmistakable. The tea tastes fine. The cravings are gone. Sleep is deeper. The body feels lighter not in weight, but in clarity. And yet, the biggest change is not visible at all. We asked at the start if cutting sugar for 30 days could sharpen the mind but make you feel worse first. The answer? Yes, and it is worth it. Because what the body craves in the beginning is not sweetness, but stability. And when you finally reach it, it feels better than sugar ever did. Conclusion: the sweet truth. So, what really happens when seniors stop eating sugar for 30 days? Their gut heals, their energy steadies, their minds are clear, and slowly their taste for life returns. Because giving up sugar is not about losing pleasure, it is about rediscovering it. So maybe the real question is not, what if seniors stop eating sugar for 30 days? Maybe it is, what if they never go back? Music swells. Fade to black. If you found this experiment eye-opening, give this video a thumbs up. It really helps the channel grow. And if you are curious what happens when we take things even further and remove all processed food for 30 days, make sure to subscribe. We will see you in the next one.